sensitive tissue areas that happen. So one of the big things is that if you take any athlete and you'll find the bottom rib right here and then the hip bone, and what happens is there should be roughly 4 fingers gap in between that area. And what will happen is when the quad dominant, then all this tissue becomes collapsed in the front of the athlete, and it also comes collapsed in the back. Now, I have actually had athletes leave me, some professionals leave me with 4 fingers in their ribs, and then they've came back to me over the course of the season because the team that they went to did too much core training through the midsection. It actually facilitates this compensation pattern, and this rib, not having 4 fingers anymore, was actually pulled all the way to inside the hip. So this red line where this bottom rib would be inside the hip bone, which was the reason the athlete at the last week of the season blew a disc, because the lumbar area was so locked up because of that the athlete had to have their disc operated on. Now, these are areas that are very sensitive. The FMO, obviously insertion up here on the quad, this area here, and if you just drew a line from the side view in between the ribs and the hip bone, if you just stick in there, maybe massage a little bit, these areas will stay very red for an extended period of time. That's just a sign of a sympathetic tissue. Many times the quad is overworked because, again, as we talked about, it's doing 2 jobs, and then it gets tight because it's often fatigued and the tissue's overworked, and then people will stretch the quad. That's not effective. It actually may be pulling tissue apart that is sympathetic and damaging that tissue when many people think stretching might be healthy for it.